Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. It's interesting how the cards are. Feels like things aren't mixing easily today. That you might be experiencing some type of a lack of flow at times. Things not flowing as easily. So let's look at that. So shall we? All right. Let's start in the past so I can start seeing the patterns. The Queen of Cups in reverse. This is like an internal overwhelm. Emotionally overwhelmed. Emotionally devastated is what I'm hearing. So when was this emotional devastation in the past? What was going on? How does it affect what's going on? Okay, it was a tower. That's why there was so much overwhelm. Yeah, this is devastating. This feels like the reality you thought you were in, what you thought was your reality imploded, and devastation. This is feeling completely devastated. Everything that you thought was what was your reality, what was going to be, it just fell apart. So what happened and why this happened? What do we need to know? What are the most important messages? Okay, so it looks like your guides, like this was happening for you. This tower, this devastation was happening for you because you were in a situation that was not real, that wasn't grounded in this reality. And it looks like you had to leave that false reality so you could have the reality that you prefer. It looks like you really wanted happiness and clarity and joy, the Sun card. But you really needed to let go of this old environment because the happiness that you were inviting in, the happiness and clarity that you wanted, could not find its way in to where you were. So that world, the place where you were in that you thought was real, had to implode so you would let go of this very heartbreaking place that you were in. Feels like you were staying in an environment that was poisonous to you, toxic. And so this was happening for you so you could get yourself out of that situation. So you could realize that you don't deserve this betrayal, this heartache. To take the swords out of your own heart so you don't accept this type of treatment. It looks like you needed to end that cycle that you were in so you could choose your happiness. It looks like this created a lot of instability, maybe in your finances. Your whole world was rocked. So it feels like it rocked not only your emotions, but it created, your reality was completely blown apart. And so it created a lot of instability. What is real? Who is real? Who am I? A lot of questions. It feels like you had to start over. And it feels like you had to do a lot of this on your own. It's like you had to face your fears. And there were a lot of fears. You've got this King of Pentacles energy also showing up. King of Swords, Empress in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, Magician in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. I get the feeling that there's at least one person here, if not a gang of people, taking advantage of you while this is happening, while your world is collapsing around you, while in the past, while your reality is being shook to the core. It feels like you're being handled. No one's really telling you the truth. Feels like there's someone who is enjoying your fall. Feels like there's someone who wanted your fall to be very painful. Fall from the tower. They wanted it to be, they purposely made it as painful as possible for you. Unapologetic. It's interesting. They wanted this tower for you. They wanted your reality for you to have your reality pulled out from underneath you, but also didn't want you to be able to fully walk away. So it feels like there's a discard, but they still want some type of control. And I think what's making this even more heartbreaking and overwhelming is I think you knew this on some level, that someone is purposefully creating this ending to be as painful as possible. But they don't want you to walk away totally. It's like they want to wound you, and they want you close enough that they can see. This person wants a bird's eye view. They want the cheap seats. They want to be able to watch this, you being upset. Okay. All right. In this present energy, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. So, Eight of Wands. So it feels like a breakup, and something is really moving fast now with the fast energy. A lot of communication about a breakup. Someone doesn't want to be alone with the Hermit in reverse. Someone's not strategizing. Someone's not being strategic. Someone's not making plans. Someone doesn't want to leave the house. What do we need to know? Who's the Two of Cups? Who's the Hermit? This is someone receiving karma, someone who's might be overindulging, someone who doesn't want, I don't want to be alone. It feels like that's a big, that feels like the worst thing in this person's mind's eye is being alone. Feels like they have a lot to say, whoever this is, like gushing a lot of, with the Eight of Wands too. It feels like someone has a lot to say about this breakup. They don't want to be alone. There's no strategy here. They're receiving karma and they're very out of balance. Okay, this is your energy showing up. Not what I just talked, but what I'm about to discuss. It looks like you're looks like you've transformed yourself. You're feeling from this Queen of Cups in reverse energy in the past to this current energy, King of Cups upright. It feels like you have worked through that woundedness, worked through those really difficult emotions. It feels like you, with the way the King of Cups is showing up, it doesn't feel like you're communicating with your ex, whoever this is that you've disconnected from. It looks like you've been focusing on your new beginning. You're not feeling abandoned. You're not left out. You've moved on. Feels like you've cut communication from whoever felt so comfortable treating you this way in the past. Feels like they're getting a side to you that they never, a version of you, a side, an aspect of you that they didn't expect. But there's also like, what did you expect by this treatment? I'm tuning in to whoever did this to you in the past was very cruel, purposely wanted to make it as difficult as possible for you to move on, wanted you overwhelmed and upset, wanted you hurt, heartbroken, but didn't. It feels like they in the past they felt very comfortable with their level of cruelty. But somehow in this current energy, there's no accountability. If anything, they feel like they're trying to make themselves out to be a victim to you, that you're being cold, that you've turned your back on them kind of energy. This person's not really in the real world, are they? They create a lot of smoke screens, deception. And you've got this very loving energy. You've also learned how to love yourself. It feels like you have allowed this devastation in the past to transform you. It feels like a real dark night of the soul in the past. And the way you have rebounded from this, transformed yourself, is really impressive. It feels like there's abundance flowing through and to you, to and through you. Feels like you're starting to really enjoy your world, where once you might have had to shut things off to kind of transform yourself. It feels like you're really starting to enjoy your life again. And so the difficulties that you went through in the past, it feels like whoever created things that difficult to be that devastating for you, that they are now reaping what they sowed. They're very devastated. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to take accountability for what they did. They're a victim to their own actions. This person feels like they only know how to play the hero, the martyr, and the villain. That they don't have a lot of other gears. There's a financial aspect to this that is unexpected from this person. They're not independent. They're not financially abundant. They're feeling very wounded, and they can't defend their actions. It's indefensible what they did. So, all right. What's hidden? We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse again. That was the indefensible energy in this present time. So let me switch decks here. So in what's hidden, I think, yeah, I'm still tuned into someone doesn't have the higher ground. That's Seven of Wands, but it feels the same. Someone's can't defend themselves. In some group, Three of Cups, they're in some group, a family, they can't defend themselves. And with Two of Swords in reverse, something that was lies and deception, something's coming to light. People are seeing this in this group, in the collective, that what this person did was to end something. It was too much, way too much. Was bullying, was cruel. Lies, deception, the need to win at any cost. It feels like this person that doesn't want to be judged is being judged. It feels like in their environment, people are seeing this. It feels like the shame and guilt, not for what they did, but being caught, being seen for what they did. They feel A-okay with what they did as long as they don't get caught. So really, the upset is about themselves. They don't want to be viewed correctly. They don't want to be viewed for their actions. So the upset and the grief in this present energy, I don't feel like this person is grieving you. It feels like this person is having a pity party. They're sorry that what they did is catching up to them. So there's no like real, at least so far, at least in this reading, I'm not perceiving that this person is like realizing what they did and that it was cruel. They just don't like being caught, and people in the environment realizing what they did, and what they did defines who they are. They can't run from that. In the outcome, we have the Emperor in reverse. So this is a bad leader, a bad boss, someone who is... The Emperor upright is someone who's... They might be rigid in their thinking, but they are a leader. They know how to make moves. They're very adept at all the kings of the deck. They've gone through, they understand King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Pentacles energy, and so they've gotten to this level of leadership. This King or Emperor in reverse, it feels like someone who is a dictator, a tyrant, someone who needs to control their environment. They don't uplift others. They don't empower others. They enjoy the power trip that they get by manipulating people, by moving people, by removing people. So that's what this person was doing in the past to you, by how cruel this was. And this person felt very comfortable that they were never going to get caught. And it feels like they played this game not just with you, but with other people. Being able to discard people, being able to destroy people's lives. This person enjoyed that. And that people are seeing that in this environment is very upsetting. Yeah, they're getting rejected. Four of Cups. It's like people are getting the ick. They once liked this person. But with justice in reverse, they're getting the ick. Um, like, how could you do that? There's a, like, oh my gosh. I like pearl clutching type of, like, oh my goodness, I had no idea what level of depravity that you were willing to engage in, sir. That type of energy. But it's real, like, it's not feigned. People really are taking a big step away from this person. It feels like the more they're who they really are is being revealed. And I think there's also the proof in the pudding of how you've behaved from when you were discarded to where you are now. It feels like you're just healing, moving on. So you have shown people who you are. And this person is now, unfortunately, I think fortunately, being seen, because they're receiving their karma. What they've put out, they're now receiving. Wow. This person did not see this coming. All right. Let me see if there's a, what do we need to know about the Ace of Materials? I'm getting, it feels like this person might come back in for some of you to try to convince you, to treat you like an option, to get you to invest in them. But what I'm getting is, if you turn back, you block their karma. You receive their karma. And you are not this person's medicine. Karma is a gift. Whether it's the unwanted or wanted, the unwanted allows this unwanted karma this person is receiving is just their energy that they put out into the world as a wave. It's coming back. And so they get to figure out, or there's an opportunity here for them to recognize what's working and what doesn't work. And so if you get that karma back, when you get that karma back, and you're like, oh, I don't like being treated like this. I don't like having someone devastate me. I don't like feeling devastated. I don't feel like being bullied and manipulated. Then this person has an opportunity to do things differently. Do I think that's how they're going to perceive this? No. It feels like they're very stuck in a old patterning, and they feel desperate to see who can block this energy, who they can pull down with them. And it feels like yeah, you're not their medicine is what I'm getting. You have this new beginning. You have a new passion. You're no longer sacrificing yourself for this relationship, because you know who and what to invest in, and this person is not it. So, but you make your own choices, your own decisions. I have no attachment to what decisions you make. I'm just reading the energies as best I can to give you the most resonant information that I have, so you can make the decisions the best you can. So, all right. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.